This is The Download from Sounds Profitable, your daily source for the essential news of the business of podcasting. Brought to you by Spreaker from iHeart. I'm Tom Webster.
Here's what you need to know for today, Wednesday, August 23rd. First, changes are coming to Spotify for podcasters. New from Podcast Movement, Spotify is bringing updates to their Spotify for Podcasters dashboard, as well as a new addition to Megaphone. Podcasters logging into their Spotify backend will get access to impression analytics showing how audiences find their podcast within Spotify. On the advertising side, Spotify is tripling the user base of its invite-only automated ads program and extending from just the United States to also include Australia and the UK. And finally, starting today on Megaphone, users have access to the Spotify Audience Network Performance Dashboard, which aims to provide a holistic view of Spotify Audience Network metrics like average CPM and listener location. Rain News reports that PodcastOne is readying a public offering in September. The anticipated spin-off of PodcastOne into a publicly traded company now has a date. When the company goes public, 24,000 LiveOne stockholders will receive 0.048 shares per LiveOne stock they currently own. The listing of PodcastOne is based on the valuation LiveOne received in February that gave PodcastOne a market range of $230 to $274 million. In Marketing Brew, product placements can drive searches and purchases, research finds. Ben Labs, an agency that specializes in product placement, influencer marketing, and licensing, has new research built from surveying 650 adults this April. According to their findings, 75% of respondents searched for a product after seeing it in a TV show or movie. 60% of those who made the search either purchased the same or a similar product. With the rising popularity of branded content, podcasting would do well to perfect the audio equivalent of slipping designer dresses into episodes of Sex and the City. And finally, in Gizmodo, Frozen Story will continue in a new podcast. The newly announced fiction podcast, hosted by ABC chief meteorologist Ginger Zee, will bridge a narrative gap between Frozen 2 and the eventual third film. The Disney Frozen podcast, Forces of Nature, is set to debut this October, and Disney will let it go for 12 episodes. Given the steady rise of kids and family content, expect to see more examples of IP like this getting canonical podcasts.
Be sure to check out the links to every article mentioned right in your podcast listening app or at soundsprofitable.com, where you can also subscribe to the newsletter version. The Download is written and produced by Brian Barletta, Gavin Gaddis, and me. Our show is hosted on Art19. For Sounds Profitable, I'm Tom Webster. Download us again tomorrow.